Okay, there we go. So good morning, Sean. Good to see you. I saw that you went to, what do you call it, right? You went to Wilkes in the end? You on the way back?
Yeah, it was fantastic. I
Good, bro.
am about to get home.
That's amazing to hear. I would love to hear all about it. Tell me what was so fantastic. I'm very excited about that. Okay, so sixth reading, Exodus 23, 20 through 25. God continued with the laws governing the conquest of the land of Israel and the eradication of idolatry. Alrighty then. What did I want to say? Went to Jakob Deitch's wedding last night and got to see a lot of the old guys from Jets. It was nice. It was a nice time. What did I want to say? Nothing. Okay, go ahead. Pass.
Um, so I ended up going yesterday. I had to sacrifice one thing in order to get another thing, meaning I had the choice to stay and like go to the L'chaim, which sucks, but that's okay. I ended up going. I didn't really have much to do there in setting it up, but I got to speak for 2 minutes at the end of the FiveAlive, and it was nice. It looks like a lot of guys are interested there, and it seems like it's going to be an exciting month. Yeah, I got to see a bunch of guys that I know there. So even though I didn't really have much in the planning stages over there, I still got to see people. I got to visit the school for like 2 minutes. I got to visit C. Levy's house, which is a major upgrade, thank God. And overall, it's a very nice experience. Oh, and I saw Shalom, Mayor Shalom. Yeah, he was crying a lot whenever he saw my face, but I'll give him some time. I'm done.
Exactly. You have to give him time, and then you have to go there more often. Wow, that's good to hear. So you guys did a FiveAlive for bringing. What did you guys do? I mean, that's I'm gathering, I'm putting together information now. I understand. It's really awesome. Good to hear. Supernatural living. Do you have your license yet? You didn't get it? What is that face? Oh, I'm guessing not. Should get it. Supernatural living. Rather than serve idols, you must serve God, your God. Okay. So interesting. The idea of like just the simple idea of serving idols. How it was such a strong temptation. And like now there's like literally, I mean, I have zero, like really zero interest or care for bowing down to an idol. But then again, I have my own idol worship.
So I'm just gonna take a minute like after this minute, just to get calibrated in my house before I can continue. Yeah, so just one thing I want to say, yeah, idols aren't cool anymore. That's why nobody does them. Nobody cares about that. No, like whatever else is cool is considered idols, which really sucks. I'm just kidding. I'm cool. I mean, yeah. I hope I'm not like now idols are like American Idol, you know? they literally called the celebrities idols. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that. Oh, so yeah, when we got there last night, I just sat on the couch for like a couple hours, just relaxing. And then we had it for bringing. A bunch of guys came over. Jessica spoke for a while, like the usual drill. A lot of guys were very confused, very, very confused, but that's to be expected. And eventually, like they brought out the food. Everyone, ate their ate their munch, their chips, and um, yeah. This morning we had a nice group FiveAlive. There was like 20 something people, like too many people for one FiveAlive, which was a very good thing, in my opinion. And then we're gonna split it up over the next few days.
Awesome. Awesome. That sounds exciting. So you get a license, and then you can drive up there. That's awesome. You have a place to stay. You have good vibes. And I'm sure that they could probably use that. A rides that go up, back and forth. It's Tom. I don't know why I'm thinking like that, but I don't know why. But that's what I'm thinking. God established the laws of nature when he created the world. Sometimes he acts within these laws and sometimes he overrides them. The two names of God used in this verse refer to these two ways in which God relates to the laws of nature. The first name refers to him when he ignores the limitations of nature. The second refers to him when he works within the laws of nature. Oh, Hashem Elohechem. Hashem overrides the laws of nature. Elohechem works within the laws of nature. Actually, I just realized you probably will find it intriguing. I don't know why I didn't think about you before. But you heard of Crash Course, right? Oh, I'm out of time.
Like a lot of things, I've tried to watch through an entire crash course of like specific things, and I sort of didn't finish them. But maybe next time I try, I think I'll pace myself. Like do once every couple of days, I'll watch a video at a certain time. And the more I hang out with Jessica and the more I really think about it, the more I believe that like the God that we keep talking about is like the one that is in each of one of us, because we have a part of God in each of us, and we can decide whether to work within the laws of nature or to work with against laws of nature and create miracles in our daily lives. Yeah, and the reason I'm a little worried about getting my license, because like I tried once, so like I did one driving test and I was really, really nervous. I tried to calm my nerves, but I was really nervous, and like I couldn't even like hold on to the wheel properly. And I drove around the block and I was just like stiff, like I couldn't relax myself, and I'm really nervous that I'm gonna hurt someone, but I know it's not that difficult. I'm just an excuse to not do it, but I'll make it happen. I'll definitely make it happen. Like I'll make a schedule for this.
Like right when we finish this call, go online and schedule a test. Just do it. Everybody, I was very nervous the first time I went to take a test and I failed. But I think that's why they kind of like almost automatically fail people the first time, is because people are nervous generally. I don't know. Anyways, point is, just do it again until you get comfortable with it. It's a big deal. And the God inside of us. I mean, Yeska basically wants to say, he likes using the terminology, like the provocative terminology, like you are God kind of things. And like you are the creator, and when you decide, that's what happens in the world, things like that. And I think that it's good. It's good. It's a good realization to come to, because when you do that, you start believing in yourself. You start realizing that your decisions actually matter. Um, it has a powerful influence on your daily life.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a minute after this just to calibrate. Once I get home, I'm like a block away. Um, you could take a like a 2-3 minute break right now, while like another minute until I get to my house, another minute to get my stuff inside, and then another minute to settle down, because I won't be able to focus. All right, y'all. You can take another minute before you take that break.
Okay. I'm going to read the last one. Thus, in this verse, God is telling us to spiritually refine ourselves, to serve until the supernatural becomes natural for us, becoming our second nature. When we rise to this level of consciousness, we view everything in life from God's perspective and see everything that happens as part of His all encompassing providence. Torah 78D, 79A. Very interesting, because I literally never knew this. You hear these terminologies your entire life, my entire life, like iskafia and ishapcha, and you hear it and even hear the explanation of it. Iskafia means not to give in to your temptations, and ishapcha means to take something and elevate it and utilize it, right, for good. And and that was working for me for like a very long time. And then I learned the stuff from the Rebbe, where the Rebbe says something completely different. That iskafia is to do more than you're used to. And I never thought of that in my life. Like never, never heard that, never anything. But it changes everything. And I see that message over here also. That means to serve, right? Refine ourselves until the supernatural becomes natural. Because you do skafia. Let's say you're used to learning something once. Make sure to always learn something twice. When you're learning it twice, becomes normal. Then your iskafia is to learn 3 times. I'm assuming that you're at your house.
Yeah, I'm gonna need 2 minutes now.
All right, I'm waiting.
And I'm back.
Know that if we have
Okay.
the power to get up in the morning is for me as a commander is because of you. So thank you and good night.
Amazing. All right, whose turn is it? Your turn. Go ahead.
Um, I don't like having so many turns, honestly. It gets a little too much for me to speak so much. I'm not used to this. Like in general, I don't like speaking this much. Um, rather listen to other people say stuff. Yeah, Rubieska gave me like a very strong talking to in the car. Like he was pretty straight up and honest, brutally honest, and I think it was a very good thing for me. And I just need to think about it a lot just to know like how I'm gonna go about changing. But it's always hard to change, and like the hardest thing about changing anything about myself is always what's the first step? What's gonna like get the ball rolling in the right direction? And once I have that going, I just need to just keep it going through like my actions and positive thoughts. Yeah, and I really like over the thing I really appreciated about going on this trip was that I really see what like FiveAlive did for me, and I see the benefits it had, and it's really incredible. And like it's good. It's good stuff. And I think a lot of people could benefit from it if they're willing to.
I agree. Um, I had a long-standing desire to accumulate the benefits of FiveAlive, like to put it together, like either in a document or maybe on videos or testimonials or things like that, whatever it is. Um, just to like it'd be easy. Like I would actually go over it, I would try to go through it like every morning, like what another reason why, because something we forget a lot of times. And like even right now, like I've seen many sources in Chassidus where basically there is no other option besides for learning in like this way, like with people that you could hear everybody's opinions and takes and different points of views. And like I don't have them offhand, and I really want to collect them. So if you had something that you realized last night, maybe it's a good time to start, writing them down, documenting them. Oh, and if you don't want to speak, or if you want to speak a little less, I would suggest that you read a paragraph. You can read it again, even though I finished it. But I've recently been doing that a few times already in the past little while. I just go over from Supernatural Living, Vavadatem, just read it again.
Well, the truth is, once you suggest that, a lot of things came to my head that I could say. So Levi pointed out one, and this is probably true. I don't remember how I reacted to being in front of a camera, but I definitely know that I used to get very like on edge. Yeah, I do remember a little bit. Like I used to get very on edge when it came to speaking in front of people, in front of a camera. Um, and I think I still do to an extent, but like at the end of the day, I ended up speaking for 2 minutes straight, um, in front of a bunch of strangers, and as Levi pointed out, and I was very happy that I got the recognition for it, and also that I was able to do it, and it was very like, and I mean, I haven't really like thought about it, like, dwelled on it a bit, but it's a big step for me that I've taken over the past couple of years, and I just, yeah, like, I just think that if I'm able to do that, something like that I never thought I'd be able to do, then I really can do anything. And I know like it's cliche, but it's the truth. Um, and and I know that other people could do things like that if I can. I'm saying I didn't believe in myself. Imagine what other people could do who do believe in themselves.
Beautiful. Yes, thank you for that. Um, another benefit is, in regards to the learning aspect of it, um, is that the Rabbeim basically teach us that in order to really get something on many different levels, which even in this topic itself, there are quite a few reasons of why it's important to do that. But basically, you need to learn something many times, and it's very difficult to learn something in different perspectives. If you're learning alone, if you're teaching, or if you're listening, you can only hear it really from one perspective. And if the guy's unbelievably amazing, then he can learn it or teach it or whatever in two perspectives, or even three. Like how amazing could you get, Um, but um, but to hear 10 different perspectives without like working hard. All I'm doing is just listening and saying what I think, and then I get incredibly amount of, that means really exponential growth in this idea. That means instead of it taking me months to come to the same conclusions, it can take me a minute. Okay, a few minutes.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And what else? I'm just keep on thinking about what Rebecca told me. It's sticking with me because, especially because I've thought about it myself. I don't really know how to put it into words exactly. Like, what I'm saying? Like, it sounds weird because I just said Rabbi Yossi told me, but like, you know how it is. Rabbi Yossi could tell me something, but it's like I can understand, but it doesn't mean he said it exactly how somebody else would say it. And yeah, whatever. It's a little bit of a, it's not something we could just wash over. I can just wash over. I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna learn how to ride this penny board soon. Never learned how to ride one. I'm excited to. And I really just hope that I can follow through with the things I want to do. Like some projects I like, I feel like if I just follow through with them, I'll feel a lot better about myself and I'll be able to accomplish a lot. But I think that's really my kryptonite, if that's such a thing for people.
No, there's no such thing. I mean, practically, Mr. Big Talker here is speaking, but I would say not to do the things that you enjoy, like leisure stuff. Like, no, I don't have to. I mean, if you want me to, I'll go into like details. But let's just say something simple as watching a movie or a show. Like, don't do that until you do something toward those goals. So it doesn't mean that you have to take care of everything, but it gives you some movement, because there are certain things that basically, I mean, you have time. Time is something that is available to you. The question is just how are you spending it? So I'm saying there's nothing really. I don't know how to say that right. Anyways, point is that if you require of yourself, and nobody else could do this for you really, but if you require of yourself to make movement towards those goals before you do any of those other things, so then you'll end up getting it done, because shit.
And I know you're gonna move on to like stuff like pot smoking. I know you don't like mentioning it all the time. And yeah, so this has been a good week for me. I haven't touched or smelled or anything like that in a few days. And I'm gonna try to make it a week for the first time in a long time. By like Monday, I think. By this next Monday. But the real struggle is gonna come over the weekend. But I'm ready to fight it because I like, yeah, like I heard someone referencing like the brain as being like a computer or something. But and then I was thinking like if like I had a nice computer that I really cared about, and I saw like this really good offer, you know, like the prince needs like $20 and he'll send me $1 million, you know, the whatever, I don't know, like you know the famous scam. I wouldn't do it because however enticing it looks, I know in the long run it's gonna mess up my computer and I'm not gonna get the money. I'm not getting all that money like at the end. And like that's really my outlook on all these substances I've been putting into my body. And um I really hope that I can keep that mindset for the long run because yeah, this is a valuable tool.
True. I don't know where you saw that. Probably one of these somebody's Insta story or something. Yesterday we had like this training over here. Like a case of an active shooter or whatever it is. So basically, trained all the students, trained all the staff, different things of what we could do. Anyways, so one of the things that they teach us is basically when a guy has a gun and he's walking around, he's like focused. I think it's called a OODA loop or something like OODA loop, something by some kind of pilot, whatever. Basically, you have a certain mindset, a certain train of thought, and what you're trying to do is you mess up this guy's train of thought. So either you shock him or you something so that he can't think, right? And then you're able to disarm him and take him out, whatever. So that's basically priority. So pretty much like if a guy has a gun and he's coming into the room, you get something solid and you pretty much stand next to the door, you whack him in the head. Why? He says because there's the computers up here. And if you mess with the computer, everything else stops working. You know, hands can't work, you can't shoot, you can't aim, you can't anything. So you basically just whack him in the head. That's pretty much what the lesson was. But he kept on using the terminology computer. Anyways, I think we're out of time. Good morning.
Good morning.
So Mashiach now, we'll be in touch. Hold on, Yossi. Hi.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, Yossi?
Hi.
What is that?
Starbucks.
Starbucks, the whole Jets one.
Have a great Shabbos.
Thank you,
Speak soon.
Mashiach.